couple more tablespoons of cream here. We're almost there. We are gonna let this, okay, we are there. Stick a fork in it. We are gonna let, this is the mixture. This is the cheese mixture. We're gonna let this cool, and then we're going to add more cheese, which is a cheddar Colby Jack blend. And sometimes we use smoked Gouda too. We don't have that today, but that's what brings it really over the top.
When your boo is your booze.
Yes. Let me see if I can find a larger bowl. We got cheese on it. All right. I'm gonna put that in. Yeah, put the meat in there, and then you can put it in the refrigerator or the freezer so it can cool off fast. There you go. And while that is cooling, we like to have lettuce and tomato in our steak and cheese rolls because we fat girls. We want a real steak and cheese, but in a pretty dainty way. Let them know that. So I'm going to show you how to chiffonade some lettuce. I need a trash can. Chiffonade some lettuce. I'm sorry, I know I look crazy. I'm walking back and forth looking for a trash can. I'm going to chiffonade some lettuce and dice some tomatoes. And then we normally eat it with like a sour cream mayo type of sauce. It's really a whole steak and cheese experience. Once again, in a little dainty, lady type of way. So here we go. We have a small head of lettuce here, and I'll move this all the way to the way. Small head of iceberg. You can use romaine. I really love romaine, but iceberg. Let me just cut it in half here. Alright, so this is the time where I'm going to tell you to cut the butt off first. It's like how I like to work. So every lettuce, when you cut it in half, every lettuce has a core. You want to cut the core out. Just go like this. Cut on either side of it. And then you can break it out like that. Alright, and then we'll cut it in half again to give you a quarter.
Keys right there behind the side. Keys behind you. I put the keys behind you.
Alright. Those were the dinner bells we're talking about. So we're going to get back to cutting our lettuce here. We're going to chiffonade this iceberg. And I just like to, again, really, I put it on the flattest side possible. Find a flat side. Don't try to cut it upside down, rocking like that. Find a flat side, a nice flat side. And then get as close to the edge as possible. And you're going to start slicing very thin. Very, very thin. Take your time. I know I might be going a little fast, but if you get it at the very edge, you start to shave lettuce and you get pretty ribbons like this. Alright, and then if it gets unstable, flip it to the next stable side. Alright, and we keep going with these nice pretty ribbons. And not only is it nice, refreshing, and crisp and cool, added to the steak and cheese rolls, it's pretty. I'm going to put that on a plate here. And I'm going to do the other half. Again, from the back. Nice thin slices. Getting unstable. Flip it down. Cut some more. Ladies with your nails. Nails aren't welcome in the kitchen, but pretty girls have nails when they cook. So you have to tuck those knuckles back. You don't want to be cutting like that. That's wrong. That's how we cut the tips. Cut back and use your nails as a fork to hold that in place. Make sure your hands are clean, but definitely use your nails to hold your food in place so it can help you cut. Don't tell any other chef I told you that. That's wrong. So we're going to clean up here. Katie's going to check on the mix. Katie, check on the mix. Turn it around. Gotcha. All right, so once again, I'm bringing up Thanksgiving because we're coming around the corner. What's everybody's favorite thing to eat?
Sweet
Who's
potatoes.
cooking what?
Yes, mac and cheese and sweet potatoes mixed.
I saw that somewhere. And I was one of those kids who like my food so that's gonna work. That's gonna work.
Potatoes together.
One thing that's new that I've tried this year that I'm going to be making for a catering client of mine is cream kale. Has anybody had cream greens?
No.
I love kale, I love collard greens, and I love cream spinach. So I tried the Becky Sue route. I added some cream to my kale,
I don't know
y'all.
about that.
It's bomb.
But with sweet hot corn, it's
Yes.
gotta be delicious with the flakes and the honey and the corn with the brown sugar. That's what we doing here. I don't know about the cream.
See where I'm be putting that.
We all doing cream kale.
Definitely gonna be putting that.
The sweet hot corn.
So how we looking?
Still hot.
Still a little hot. So our mix is still a little hot. It's going to take about 10 minutes for it to cool down. We put it in the freezer. You want to check on it ever so often while you're prepping the other stuff. Like I'm cutting the lettuce here. We're cutting tomatoes. We've made the sealant for the rolls. And so we're just going to keep on moving on until this is cooled down. Now once it's cooled down, we're going to fold the Colby Jack cheddar mix that I was talking about. We're going to fold about the whole bag into the mix, and then we'll get to rolling, and that's the fun part. That's when we have everybody normally, we get the kids lined up right here on the stools, and they get a chance to roll up an egg roll.
They get excited.
And then we all eat. I'll give you some paper towels, Blueberry.
And guys, just to let you know, the ingredients is based on what you guys like.
Yeah,
Don't have
whatever
to
you
use
like.
these ingredients. It's what you want to put into it.
And once again, just to recap what we use today, because I love mushrooms, but we don't have any mushrooms.
I don't use mushrooms, so I'm
we
happy with
use the basics. Peppers, onions, steak-ums, American cheese, Colby Jack cheddar mix, lettuce, and some fresh diced tomatoes. And of course, everything, yes, definitely was under $15. You can make this meal or the snack for you and your loved ones on like $10. Like this was $1, the lettuce is $1, tomatoes are $1. Everything basically.
Yeah, if you don't like steak, you can use chicken or
Chicken!
shrimp or salmon.
Girl, they ain't had our shrimp. I haven't had either because I've been allergic for quite some years now. But the shrimp rolls that we make are even more over the top. So this is how I like to cut my tomato because I don't like seeds. I'm going to show you how to do a seeded tomato. This is a Roma tomato. I love using Roma tomatoes because of their shape and their ease of cut. So I've taken one whole tomato, the butt side down where the hole is, and then just cut it straight down in half, and then flipped it and cut it down in half again. And that's how I got these 4 quarters here. Alright, and then I take the butt end, I hold onto the butt end, and I keep it at the head, my knife.
Or you can use a spoon.
You can use a spoon, but this is better and cleaner. And I cut all of those seeds out. And then you get nice flesh like this. And when you get flesh like that, you don't have a lot of water, and you don't have to worry about wetting up your steak and cheese egg roll. It's just like some red confetti, tomato confetti. So we also in our house we make, well, in DC general, y'all know about mumbo sauce.
Yes!
Those that don't know, all my Baltimoreans and Philadelphians and New Yorkers.
We're going to learn you today.
Sauce. And mumbo sauce, of course, everybody knows that there's 1,000,001 different types of mumbo sauce. Everybody has their own recipe, and so do we. We love mumbo, and we have a special Dusseglo mumbo sauce that Katie over here, Dusseglo made.
Hello.
That's what we're gonna plate our steak and cheese rolls with, that sauce and this lettuce and tomato, and everything's gonna come together and just be so delicious. And then if we have time, we will run into making our empanadas.
If we have time.
If we have time. All right.
Let me check.
So Katie's gonna check on the meat again, because we do want to get to making y'all a sweet too. The sweet is very inexpensive, actually less than $5 to make. You'll be so happy and your kids will be so pleased. And if you got a honey bunny, this is a lovely dessert to have in the middle of the night. Huh, honey? Honey, it's what keeps him nice and fit.
Unlike others, we cook and clean around here.
Right. Alright, so just cutting these tomato sides into strips and then we dice them. That's real small like this. And I'm gonna hurry up and do this because now we're about to get to the point where we roll up the steak and cheese rolls. Actually, Katie, you can go ahead and you can start with showing how we roll those up.
Okay. Because you be rolling different.
Alright, so I'll do a demo of how I roll, and then she'll do a demo of how she rolls, and then you guys can decide what style works best for you.
And we're talking egg rolls here, people.
Yeah. So I'm just going to move some stuff out the way so you guys can see what I'm doing. Alright, so now we have our meat and cheese. Oh, it's still kind of hot. So if it's smoking like that, it's really not ready. But for, no, it's really, really too hot. It's going to melt the cheese. We're going to wait and just a few more seconds on that. Just a few more. Because if you wet the tortilla wrap, it creates holes and that's how it can bust open. So you really want to make sure that that mix is not wet when you put it in. I'm just going to keep on cutting these tomatoes.
We should try to put the empanadas together.
Alright, Katie. Yes, you can.